It's on every family's bucket list, a chance to experience the magic at Walt Disney World. The different price points have long allowed people of all backgrounds to plan their trip, but many are hanging up their mouse ears, saying it might be time to say goodbye. I won't sing that for you. It costs a lot of money to be a guest at the nation's most infamous theme park, or most famous theme park. A single ticket costs over $140. If you want a park hop, you can add another $80 onto that bill. So it isn't a huge surprise that the crowds are starting to thin. Cyndi Williams is a travel industry expert, CEO at Wanderlust Campus, joins us live. Cyndi, thank you for your time here. So we're not just saying this in theory. The numbers show that crowds are thinning. They really are. So why is it happening? I mean, has Disney finally raised prices too much, too quickly?
Well, we've definitely seen an increase in pricing. We've also seen some changes to the typical Disney vacation being more complex. There's the Disney reservation system, the Genie Plus system. But even with that, although the booking system has been a little more complicated, it's not that the bookings are down. It's actually that the buying patterns are becoming a little bit different. We are definitely seeing a decrease this summer in the attendance. And although Disney doesn't report on their attendance numbers, we can tell by the wait times the attendance is down. I was in the parks on 4th of July, so I experienced that firsthand. But as far as bookings go, we're actually seeing some shift into the fall and winter time frame where people are booking when the rates are a little bit lower and the weather is also not as dramatically hot as it is here in Orlando right now.
All right, so I want to talk about, so you were there over July 4th. I mean, this certainly is not good news for Disney, but is this maybe good news for the people who are still going? Because if we're talking shorter lines, shorter wait times, I have to imagine that means a lot of happier parents.
Yes, especially for Disney pass holders, we're really able to go into any of the parks after 2 o'clock. We don't have to use the reservation system, only on certain days. So we're definitely taking advantage of the shorter wait times. And for families that want to book last minute, there are still some opportunities this summer to get in if you want to have those lower wait times, but it is a little bit hotter temperature-wise this summer than summers past.
Yeah, you got to be ready to buy lots of drinks and try to stay hydrated. All right, Cyndi, question for you. So we're talking about, shorter lines, thinner crowds there at Disney. And there are a lot of residual businesses that really do depend on Disney. They may not be directly connected to Disney, but what are some of the ripple effects of a potential slowdown there?
Yeah, I mean, there are effects. We are here for the whole summer, this Orlando, and it's also extending over to the Universal parks, right? As well as restaurants, as well as the transportation. So again, we're really encouraging that time into the fall period and reminding everyone that, hey, it's just a change in buying pattern. Seasonality, typically at Disney, this is busy season, and in years past, families do their big vacation during the summer, but we're actually seeing an uptick to cruises and international this year, and people are using those fall breaks, winter breaks, Thanksgiving break to book their Disney vacation. So they are coming. It's just a little bit of a shift in the buying patterns is what we're seeing on the agency level.
All right, Cyndi, my last question for you. We don't have a lot of time, but for families that really still want to go to Disney, is there any chance you think Disney will reverse course and lower prices?
Oh, I mean, that's the dream that we're all hoping for. I don't think it's going to happen, though, because the people are still making the reservations. It's just Disney's really looking for a different mix. They're looking for those families that are coming that once or twice in their lifetime, and they're spending those big dollars in the park. They're spending more time in the park. When we as pass holders go to the park, we maybe ride a couple rides, we buy a couple snacks, but we're not spending the same types of dollars. All right. So they're really going after a certain type of clientele, and they've even said that in the mix that they're looking for. That's why the prices are what they are, and they can demand it because the bookings are still there.
Right.
So
the bookings still happen.
Great dream, but I don't think there's any chance of that.
All right. Well, you're keeping it real. Cyndi Williams, thank you so much for your time. We certainly appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.